So all you horror fans looking to satisfy your hunger for a good zombie movie, yeah, keep waiting. This isn't it. And with that, I welcome you to another episode of The Romenter, where my goal, as always, is to enhance your movie watching experience. So J.J. Abrams producing here, Overlord. Abrams, who I consider franchise Viagra, as he took Star Trek, Star Wars, and Mission Impossible back to relevancy when he took over those franchises. And I was very excited to see this one. I love the trailers. This movie has gotten a lot of good buzz recently. And it kind of sold this kind of war, Inglourious Basterds meets Night of the Living Dead kind of vibe. Because the trailers kind of gave us a lot of intentions of this being kind of a horror sci-fi action movie or kind of something over the top. So I was very excited to see that. And at the end of the day, I got to say, I was a little bit disappointed with what I saw. And they kind of did the old bait and switch here. This was a movie which, to me, I guess just based off the marketing, seemed like we were going to get a lot of cool zombie action, this kind of new kind of horror movie. And we got very little of that and more so of this of the war kind of movie aspect of it. We have here, this is a squad-based, mission-based here. We had this back in World War II. This I guess squad gets parachuted into this area of France, and they have to take out this radar jamming station that's sits on top of a church. End up in this small village in order to accomplish this mission. They discover that underneath the church is kind of this underground laboratory where the Nazis are experimenting, trying to create the ultimate soldier using this serum that's being developed. And of course, in the process of that, a lot of the test victims that obviously this unsuccessful as the product's not ready yet. So a lot of these victims end up kind of becoming somewhat like zombies with enhanced abilities, so to speak. That's the best way to kind of describe it. So now the squad has to figure out how to undo that, at the same time complete the mission, taking out the radar. So it sounds like an interesting premise, a good idea. And I'll say this, now I didn't dislike this movie. As a horror fan, I was extremely disappointed because they were selling me something and it gave me something completely different, because the zombies they're there, whatever zombie-like creatures, whatever you want to call them. And it's got some cool body horror in here, great makeup, some good effects. And there's occasionally a couple jump scares here and there, but this is not a horror film in the least, nor does it try to be. It's more of a war film, nothing else. It's entertaining and it's fun. It's got some good action set pieces. But unfortunately, I think it at times took itself a little bit too seriously. It should have been a B movie, over the top, very campy. I would have accepted that, particularly when you throw in the whole zombie angle. This movie was tailor-made for something like that, because from a story standpoint, it's a simple narrative. You know, the guys drop down, here's the mission, let's go for it. There's not much characterization here, so you really don't care about these characters, which I wouldn't mind. I like good characterization, but we're talking a movie about them just kicking ass and you see all this gore and there's all this action and zombies coming at it. I'd be fine with that. But unfortunately, it's not what we get here. This is not what this is. Like I said, very small horror elements, a lot of cool action, not much else. It's not as over the top. It's not as gory as this movie promised to be. You don't get the zombies, the kind of creatures, and this as this movie promised to deliver. So it's very misleading. This is something, if you're a horror fan and that's exactly what you want to go see, look elsewhere. This movie will not be for you. If you like war films, you like action films, you like kind of turn your brain off and be entertained for a couple hours, yeah, this movie does serve its purpose, because there are some cool scenes here. I love the beginning, how it started, very chaotic, filmed very well, great sound editing here. But essentially, it boils down to just being just a poor man's Inglourious Basterds, and that's not even a fair comparison to Inglourious Basterds. That movie is far superior. But along that vein, and at the end of the day, I can't really recommend you guys go watch this movie in theaters. You can definitely watch it at home, Netflix, on demand, Amazon, whatever the case is. And again, if you're looking for that zombie fix, this is not it. And that's what kind of left me a little bit empty, because, and again, those expectations kind of affect my review here. If I wanted to thinking something else, that I was going to see a war squad-based mission movie, then I would have been fine with it. And for the most part, taking the misleading marketing out of this, it was fine. It was entertaining, okay movie, but again, not worth rushing out to the theaters to see it. So Overlord, you guys are going to watch it? Comment below, let me know what you guys thought. And of course, if you haven't done so already, subscribe below and feed money to go to the movies and talk about it afterwards. See you guys next time.